Generation Z, the age of cell phones and technology. Or so they say. They tell us we're addicted, hypnotized, obsessed. People like to stereotype our generation before we've even gotten a chance to put our feet on the ground, before we've even stepped into the real world. For a long time, I resisted these comments, thinking they were wrong. Oh, I could easily live without my phone. I'm not addicted. Then, I began to think. My life revolves around social media. Not only is a huge portion of my future career strictly social media based, but also it's my form of entertainment. I and many others use it as a way to avoid social situations, to avoid conversations. So, on average, I spend about 6 hours a day on this thing, my phone. And of which 70% of it is on social media. So I and many other Gen Zers spend a lot of time looking at Instagram, looking at Snapchat, watching YouTube videos when I could be doing so many other things like building my future career. Like I could be uploading YouTube videos and working on homework and stuff like that and just thinking of films and just there's so many things that I could be doing instead of wasting my time on social media. So I am going to spend a week without the constant gratification from likes, comments, and subscriptions and see how it affects my life. So let's go ahead and try it out. Oh, and 2 exceptions. I get to upload to YouTube, but not read comments, and I get to use Smurf Village, because Smurfs. Alright, now let's get started. And honestly, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. There's a lot of times where I would just open up my phone and just swipe through and realize there was nothing for me to do. So then I just turned off my phone and tried to find something to do. I actually found myself getting bored a lot. So I was like, okay, I need a break from work. And then I would go downstairs and like try to go on my phone. And I was just like, okay, what am I going to do? So I ended up cooking a little bit and tried to read a book. So those were some things that I found kind of good, that I got myself away from the cell phone and on to something not a cell phone, I guess. Also, I will say I did end up playing a lot more Smurfs because I wanted to do something on my phone and the Smurfs was the only thing there, so I kept going on to Smurfs and checking it like pretty often. So that's a one downside, but I think that will go away as the week progresses. And I do also want to add that I actually got a lot of work done. I got 2 videos started, so one for my film channel and one for my art channel. They are started. Hopefully we'll finish tomorrow and upload, or maybe the next day, but I got a lot more work done than I thought I would, and definitely more than if I had social media. So let's try out day 2. Okay guys, so I decided to combine days 2 through 6 because those days all kind of felt similar and I ended up being on my phone about the same amount, but day 1 was a lot different and day 7 was pretty different. So I thought I would combine days 2 through 6. So first of all, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of footage of what I did through days 2 through 6 and I hope you guys like it. One thing that I did notice going throughout the week is as I would progress through the week, I would go on my phone less and less and less. I got kind of bored of Smurfs, or I would just scroll through my phone and realize there was nothing to do, so then I would just shut off my phone right away, and I ended up actually getting more work done. So as you saw, I had some coffee shots, and that was for a short film, which you guys might see later if I decide to upload it to YouTube. But I worked on some short films, I worked on some other videos, but also one of the main things I wanted to stress with this whole Generation Z thing and social situations is that this whole week was the week where Thanksgiving was, and a lot of times in family situations people like sit on their phone, like the kids do that a lot. It happens in like every family, and I found myself avoiding going on my phone and actually like hanging out with my cousins and talking with my family. So that was like a good upside, and I'm glad that that affected me the way it did. Now let's go ahead and take a look at day 7, because there's a lot of things that I learned through this week that I want to talk about in day 7 and what I recommend to you guys. Let's do it. Okay, and lastly is day 7, and this part that I'm recording right now, I'm recording a week later from this whole situation, and I want to first say that I didn't log back into Snapchat until yesterday. So like, I've been off Snapchat for 2 weeks just because I was like just lazy to log back in, and I like didn't find value in Snapchat. So what I learned from this situation is it isn't as hard to live without a phone or without social media as you might think. Like, the first day felt pretty hard, but as the week progressed, like, I didn't even really have the urge to go onto social media that much. Maybe a little bit of YouTube because I love watching YouTube videos, but otherwise, like, it wasn't that bad. Also, as you do this whole detox, you find that there are certain social medias or certain sites that you used to go on, but you later find out that like they really aren't that good. So that's kind of what happened with me and Snapchat, that I don't really like that Snapchat that much, and I might even delete it later or just like not use it. We'll see. So what I encourage for you guys is to take a step back from your social media. You will learn a lot about yourself. You'll get more work done. You'll be able to have more social situations and just get to know your family and friends better. I really, really recommend it, whether that's 1 day, 7 days, or a month. It's just something that'll like help you take a step back and just really think about what is valuable to you. So at the beginning of the week, I talked with my friends about this, and a few of them also did this whole social media detox with me. So I went ahead and interviewed them. Some of them were successful, some of them were not. So I was going to ask them a few questions about their experiences with this, but I thought I would show you guys the questions that I asked them. So let's do that. Were you successful?
Yes.
Okay.
I was. I might have been short, or I might have been short like an hour or two, but I was successful.
No. So I started Friday night. I think I went on my phone Tuesday.
No, why not? And like, what did you open?
But the first thing I opened that I was trying to detox myself from was Instagram, because I got a DM from somebody that I wouldn't normally get a DM from, and I just was curious.
Yeah, did you find yourself going on your phone less?
But I went on it less frequently, and I think I also spent more time on my computer and more time doing things outside of my phone, just like writing my notes or making a plan for tomorrow's day or something.
Yeah, I along with social media, I also cut out like any kind of like games or temptations. So like Geometry Dash, that was hard. Yeah, I tried to read more. It didn't work.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything you liked about not having social media?
You don't have to have that constant mind of, oh, you have to go on it just to see what people say, or how many likes or things, or how many comments or likes you get.
I didn't feel like I needed to be on my phone. I didn't feel like I needed to check anything. You know, like you always just feel like you go on your phone and like check social media as like an excuse to do something with yourself in a social setting.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice to not do that and like actually talk to people.
I got more sleep.
Okay. Is there anything you didn't like?
I would say like seeing my current. I look at a lot of celebrities, I guess, or follow them. So I would say seeing what they're up to. But I think that you don't like. What is the point of seeing someone else's life when you could be worrying about your own life? You know.
I do like being connected. I use Facebook and Instagram to like, I don't know, check up on people, see what they're doing, what's cool, what's new.
I was just bored. Like if I was in the car, I had nothing to do.
What was hard for you?
So instead of going onto social media, I went onto like Korean dramas, or I went to watch something or do something else other than social media. So I feel like I still went on my phone.
It's like, I don't know, as the week got on, I know you said that you felt like less antsy about it, but I actually got more antsy because I just like wanted to check up on people. I wouldn't say it was like, there's definitely a difference now because I have everything re-downloaded. Like there's a difference now in how I use it. Like it's more like a once a day, just kind of like peruse if I have time.
When I was bored. When I had nothing to do. Like if I was at work and it was like super slow. Or if I was in the car, I would just kind of stare and like do nothing. Well, because usually I would just like scroll through Twitter, but I couldn't do, and I was forced to talk to people.
Is there anything you will change going forward?
I think just my habit of using my phone. Like why would I use it unnecessarily, you know?
I should just delete Snapchat.
Yeah, same.
Like, I think streaks are stupid and ridiculous. I'm sorry if you guys all have streaks, but they're stupid in my opinion.
I'm gonna try to go on it less before bed.
Okay.
Just like so I can fall asleep.
Yeah.